C.J. Wax is the mayor of Rockport, Texas. He joins us right now. Mayor, thank you for taking the time. How are things looking in your town?
We are beginning the process of recovery. We're getting a little bit better every day.
You know, Mayor, I mean, you had warned residents, use an abundance of caution. You would call for, I think, a voluntary evacuation, and you had taken it so far as say those that didn't heed that, then the urgency of this, might want to write their names and social security number on their arms to reinforce the point if you had to identify their bodies. How many took you up on that?
Well, Neil, last Wednesday when the National Weather Service, John Metz, our forecaster here in the Corpus Christi region, forecast that Harvey was going to reach Category 4, we issued a mandatory evacuation. We estimate that approximately 60% of the community heeded that warning and actually left, and we are estimating that about 30% actually remained. And there's, if you add those two up, you notice that's 9, and you're a numbers guy. 10%, we just don't know.
Wow.
So I don't have a baseline that I can start with as to who left and who's stayed.
No, I commended you for just putting the fear of God and letting them realize that this is a real danger. And I talk to you now about this at a time when Irma is barreling in on Florida, and that's a Category 5 storm right now, Mayor. Already the Keys have been urged to be evacuated, certainly of tourists and residents maybe to follow. What do you make of that and the preparations and advice you might offer for Floridians?
What I would say is leave early. Irma's already at a Category 5. Fortunately, we only had a Category 4. 180 knot sustained wind is the last thing I saw. Leave early. Take care of your family, your pets. Take care of the things that really count, because all of the stuff in the house, all the stuff in your other cars, it's just stuff. You can replace it. You cannot replace a family member of a loved one. Get them to safety and do it early.
You know, out of abundance of caution, we're getting word as well, Mayor, that the Dolphins won't be playing their home games Sunday due to this Hurricane Irma closing in on the city and the state. But a lot of people have not gotten used to this because they haven't had to deal with this in a dozen years. Then Harvey came along to remind them that it's real, and now Irma along, and now the Jose, another hurricane coming up the Atlantic. What do you make of how quickly things have changed and the severity of these storms?
Well, Neil, in my community, we have not had landfall of a storm of any size in 47 years. So people were somewhat complacent about how to respond to a storm. And our storm was wind related. It was a hurricane. Our friends up the coast in the Houston and Fort Bend County areas, they have a water related event. And it looks to me like Irma coming into Florida at a Category 5, that could be a combination of wind and water. So it's been bad enough on the Texas coast already, and we're about to, unfortunately, we may be witnessing a tragedy on the Florida coast as well. I hope that our weather forecasters are wrong and the high pressure pushes it more to the east and it misses Florida, but I'm afraid I'm not very confident of my own guess.
And there is a possibility, Mayor, some of this could sneak into the Gulf and hit you guys again.
And thanks for bringing that up. That's very kind of you. My community is 35% destroyed right now.
Wow.
We estimate an additional 30% or so either will not or cannot be rebuilt. And I really don't need Irma or anybody like her to even come close to this community.
I can well understand
already.
I can well understand. My best to you, Mayor, and your fine people. It's been horrific, and that is putting it mildly. C.J. Wax, the mayor of Rockport, Texas.